Hi everyone, Sahid back on board. Very much new year. We're super glad to have you as we largely discuss how you can migrate to the world main economies. So if that interests you, like and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also hit the all important notifications so you can have all our latest videos as they've been released. And to all our returning subscribers, we're very much grateful to you for being there always. And we can thank you enough. So thank you very much and welcome aboard. So today we're looking at the Australian Institute of Medical and Clinical Scientists, referred to as AIMS, is the peak professional body that represents the medical and clinical scientists working throughout Australia in the disciplines of laboratory medicine. So generally, if you're an AIMS member and you've been advised eligible to sit for exam, you may sit for two types of exam when that has happened. And the two types of exam that are available are the multidisciplinary exam and the single discipline exam. So you can see the difference in, the multidisciplinary, which has 7 sections, including the anatomical pathology, chemical pathology, genomic pathology, metallurgy, immunopathology, medical microbiology, and transfusion science. So, whereas if you have to do the single discipline membership exam, then it would be those that are available in each of those professions. So you can do them like, it's also now, these exams are also now available in online proctored exam, which are held twice a year in March and September. So you can actually download the exam pack to go through the lowdown of everything that has to do with this AIMS application. So if you want to go through the assessment as a medical clinical scientist to work in Australia, you can always join AIMS, and the guidelines for membership are things you would find on this page. So depending on what category you're looking at, a professional, technical membership, graduate membership, or student membership. So whatever category you fall into, then you would find yours right there. So for medical laboratory, remember that the Australian Institute of Medical and Clinical Scientists, as specified by the Ministry of Home Affairs in accordance with the Migration Regulation 1994, as the assessing body for occupations of medical laboratory scientists or medical laboratory scientist specialization IVF or embryologists, as well as the medical laboratory technician and pathology collector. These are the ANZSCO codes of 234-611, 311213, and 311216. So if you belong in any of these three ANZSCO codes, then definitely you would be assessed by AIMS in Australia. So you need to look at the guidelines generally to see what needs to be done. And, after checking the guidelines of what needs to be done, then you would have to print out your application for assessment. And depending on what category you're applying for, you would determine what form you are downloading. Then you would also have to complete the application in full and the relevant application fee is paid. So your application is then emailed completely with all the forms and scans of those required documents as explained in the guidelines to applications at aims.org.au. So from there, the AIMS will have to, they would automatically send you confirmation email when your application form and supporting document emails arrive. Um, when the email arrives at applications at aims.org.au. AIMS will then check your application form and supporting documents, send you an email if anything is missing that you need to send over. So you will be allowed to rectify any missing information and the supporting document. Following that, the AIMS would then verify your credentials. So if they're unable to verify any of your identities, or if you have any issues with say English proficiency, employment, education, registration or licensing body back home, and allow you to rectify those issues, and afterwards you would have to your application fee will be processed and you will receive an email containing the AIMS assessment ID, and your application form and supporting document will then be sent to the AIMS assessment committee for processing. So you would have the assessment committee, so complete the assessment. Then your assessment result is sent to the AIMS Ratification Committee, and it's comprised of senior AIMS representatives. Afterwards, your skills assessment result letter is written, reviewed, and signed by the AIMS, the Chief Executive Officer. And if you're assessed to be eligible for the AIMS Medical Laboratory Science Professional Exam or the Special Professional Exam, then you would receive a professional exam invitation letter and a professional exam application form. So the AIMS National Office will email your skills assessment result letter to the email address provided on your application form. So, and that is like a lowdown of what happens in terms of the whole process of applying to AIMS for your assessment, your qualification assessment. So when it comes to the English requirements, so the new updated language requirements, you would have to review the English requirements over here, and so AIMS generally look to complete all skills assessment within 6 months. However, each application is reviewed on a case by case basis, and the processing time will vary for each applicant based on several factors, including quality of supporting document, whether the aims do require additional information, how soon they would receive all the required supporting document, how fast they receive a reply from employers or licensing authorities when verifying credentials, and all of that will determine how soon it is done, or how long it takes generally. So the whole process, when it comes to the guidelines, so you can check the guidelines for the application right here, download the form, then you would see starting all the way from the overview to the assessment process to all the supporting documents that you require, and the application submission and the delivery of assessment result and further things that you do require. So you can check them all out on this guideline. You can download that and see all the information that you do require to apply. So, and in terms of the exam, so for those that are qualified to write the exam immediately, so the questions must be attempted in all sections, and it's in all disciplines that are asterized, most importantly. So all the disciplines that are asterized need to be passed. So at least at 50% in each discipline. To pass the exam overall, then you need 80 questions must be answered correctly. So, and that is on a total of 150. So the most passed courses are the anatomical pathology, chemical pathology, hematology, medical microbiology, and transfusion science. You can check out all the other details under the guide. I'll give you the lowdown of everything you need, and the mandatory evidence of applicants' identity and everything that concerns that. So the English requirements and all of that. So you see them right there. So you can review and check those out. And when it comes to the application, so you can see the application for skills assessment, what it looks like. So you will have to download and complete this to submit to the AIMS for review, and that would give you an idea of what is required for this whole assessment process. And this is the fees applicable to apply to each of those various categories depending on where you fall into in terms of categorization. So either you're applying from within Australia or you're applying from outside Australia will determine what fee you're paying, and depending on your category would also determine what amount it is, whether if you're applying for the medical laboratory scientists and technician, or it is a pathology collector, or whatsoever thing that you're paying for. So that brings us to the end of the review of the AIMS assessment. So feel free to leave your comment in the comment section if you have any, and don't forget to like and share our videos. Hit the subscribe button, and so thank you very much for being there always, and catch you some other time soon again. Bye bye.